Good, family? Demondre Douglas here. Told you I'm dropping 3 videos today. This is the second one. I really got to get this off my heart because it really made me angry. So I got blessed this morning. I woke up to mad food, and not just any food, like steak, burgers, like the good shit, family. Like, it's good food, family. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, family. If I went to the grocery store and bought the food myself, I wouldn't even have bought this quality of food. Put it like that. That's how I know it comes from God. That's how I know it's God working through people to look out for me, and that's how I know I'm doing the right things. So, family, a narc that lives in my home. This is 6:30 in the morning, family. I'm in the kitchen and I'm putting up the food, and I'm on my knee because I'm in the refrigerator on the bottom shelf. Narc walks up to me. "What the hell are you doing?" I'm like, damn. Again, it's 6:30 in the morning. I have meditation music going on. It's quiet. It's peaceful. And he's like irate. I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with him. I don't understand why he's upset. And he's like, "Well, why didn't you let such and such do that and put that up?" And I'm like, "Because it's mine. It's my food." You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody blessed me with it, so I'm not gonna just let it sit out and let somebody else put it up. Like, that makes no sense to me at all. Like, the other person even confirmed to me, like, that made no sense. They didn't understand why he was acting like that. I know why he was acting like that. I can see the demon inside of him. However, I have to play this game and act like I act like everybody's human and shit. You can't go too deep because they'll try to put your ass away. I'm just gonna leave it at that. This is regular tobacco, by the way. Completely sober with 48 hours now. No alcohol, no weed. As you do know, I do smoke weed from time to time. This is not nothing new. Judge me if you want. I don't care. Obviously, God has judged me okay. So, what really angered me was the fact that I pray all the time, every day, for this person. Just because they're in my proximity. If you are around me, family, or if I know you, like you're my cousins and stuff like that, again, I'm not saying this to say I'm holier than thou, because really, if you talk to any light worker, they're doing this. If you talk to any light worker, they're praying for their children. They're praying for their spouses. They're praying for their home and their parents and their finances in general. And I've seen, because I've been in sin. I wasn't always awake. I was definitely in sin, and I know how hard it is to get shit when you don't have God. Like, you gotta go get it off the muscle. Ain't no just thinking it, and it's work involved. With God, I'm literally just thinking it, and He's just bringing it to my front door, or He's just bringing people that have what I need, or at least have the next step on what I need to be doing or where I need to be going. Family, this person has tried to talk to my wife. This person has wrote me on social media. I still have the proof. Randomly telling me I ain't shit. I ain't never gonna be shit. Family, I've never stole from this person. I've never done anything to this person to make them just hate my guts. That's another reason why I know they're possessed. And on top of them being possessed, the spirit inside of them is weak as fuck. And that's what pisses me off, that I know people with stronger demonic presences and they don't even fuck with me. So how dare you think that you can come at me like this? Family, this is when I knew that I had some power. All praise to the Most High. After trying to fuck my wife, my ex-wife, which she's not completely blameless in that, but this is on him. I told God I wanted to curse him. I told God he has a very, very good fucking job. And I was like, he always bragging about money. And I was like, God, who would he be if he didn't have that job? Dude, this is how I know this shit's spiritual. Not even 60 seconds later, my mom came to me and was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, nothing. She's like, yes you are, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm just mad right now. And she pretty much calmed me down and talked me out of it. Without ever physically saying exactly what I did, she just knew that I had done it. And I knew then, like, damn, she's got to be tapped into, like, I was only mentally thinking this. Like, I never said this out loud. I was like, God, strip him of everything he got, this, that, and the third. I was angry and really was placing judgment on him because I had not done anything to him. It's one thing, people do shit here and there, whatever. But when somebody is constantly berating you, when somebody is constantly talking shit about you, you get to a breaking point. Pray for your enemies, my ass. You get to a point where, like it says, don't give what's holy to the dogs. And that's what I believe. I felt like me praying for somebody who was using the blessings against me was stupid. I just felt like that was stupid. You know, I'm praying for you to have prosperity. You get the prosperity, and then you walk around and you talk about money. And how the other people around you don't have it. Demonic. So, this go around, I was like, yesterday, the motherfucker said something to me about getting water, family. Water. He had a problem with me getting water out of like a 40 pack of water. So that's when I asked God for the food, and I woke up this morning, family, with a whole, it has to be over $100 worth of food, family, that God blessed me with. So maybe that's why he was so angry, was because it's like, every time he does something, I ask God, like, okay, God, well, give me that so that won't have to happen no more. And God gives it to me, and it's like he gets angry about it. And I just be blowed, because if I leave, this is the same person that's writing me, telling me I ain't shit for leaving my family. So that's what, that's where the narcissism comes in at. And it's getting real old. And so this time around, I was like, since God showed me, I asked God this. I said, God, if what I'm doing as far as praying for people is really working, I want to see it in their lives. And my God, he blew my mind. Dude, I was praying for people to have stuff, and some of them were coming back and telling me directly, and some of it was just indirect through the social media. They were getting blessed. I'm talking about, I had to stay humble, because some of the blessings they were getting, I was like, well, God, can I get that for myself? And he told me everything in due time, just continue to work. He said, you got to do the work. Family, you don't even have to curse them. Just stop praying for them. If you're praying for someone and they're constantly fucking you over, disrespecting you, belittling you, berating you, stop praying for them and see what happens. See how much harder life won't become for them. Especially if they don't have other people outside of you praying for them. Family, I'm praying for my neighborhood. I'm praying for my city. I'm praying for my state. I'm praying for the children. Family, they just cut my video. They It just cut my video off. I'm gonna have to edit that together. It's fucked up because I get to see Lil Nas X wear Satan shoes and do all this extra demonic shit on these award shows, but when you want to start talking about God, the enemy definitely want to shut that shit down, especially if you're using technology to relay that message. I can't believe they cut my video off. This is not the first time I've had YouTube take videos down. I literally talking about God and took my video down, but I can go watch anyway, conversation, another video. You are mad powerful, family. This material shit is just the beginning. Then the wealth would be the next step. You haven't sustained wealth. And to be honest with you, the only reason you don't have it is because you love so hard, you tend to give it away. I contend with you. Don't give anyone anything. Pray for them to get it. God can give them way more than you can. Period. Because you got to ask yourself, how did you get what you got? Through God. So if they want it, the same way you came to God for yourself, you can come to God for them. And if you ask in Jesus Christ's name and you're a true believer, God will do it for you. He will, without hesitancy, you won't have to do anything. You won't have to set nobody up. You won't have to lie. You won't have to steal. You won't have to kill. You won't have to slander. And you will be amazed. He will exceed your expectations. I've said this before. Whatever you want in life, right now, whatever your heart's desire is the most, ask God what He desires for you. If you want a new house, and you have this house in mind that you want, ask God if this is the house that you want me to have. One or two things are going to happen. Either it's going to be the house He wants you to have, and it's going to be super easy for you to get it. There will be no issues. Or He's going to have a house way better for the same price or cheaper, family. Same thing with the vehicle. If you want a specific vehicle, I won't lie to you, family. I'll tell you mine. I wanted a Sierra Denali HD. I've been looking at it. I've been meditating. I've been dreaming about driving that motherfucker. And I started looking for a house, and I couldn't find a house. And so then I asked God to show me where will I be living next? Where will be my new home? Dude, the house that God showed me in Buckhead, it exceeded my expectations, and then the price exceeded what I'm like, man, I'm tripping, God. That's gonna be like $8,000. Man, look here. I don't know, man. God is good. So anyway, once He showed me that house, I was like, well, I really want that truck. Is there a better truck that you want me to have? And God said yes. I said okay. So I was like, show me the vehicle you want me to have. And God said, Google best cars in the world. So I Googled best cars in the world. Dude, He showed me this shit called a Tesla Model X. It has like falcon wing doors. It has like a 22-inch center. Dude, it looks like the future. It looks way better than my Denali. Like, it makes my Denali truck look like some shit from the 1980s, family. On top of that, it's cheaper. It's faster. And it has way more technology built into it. And I'm just like, wow, I didn't know that existed. So, oh man, look at these birds, man. Chilling, I love it. So, it's my point that seek God. Ask that God's will be done. Ask that God's will be done. Whatever you want, it's food, it's clothes, it's money. Family, I used to have